Hey, what's going on, everybody? Gamestrodamus here, bringing you a little team deathmatch today. I haven't been playing much team deathmatch in this Call of Duty versus the other Call of Duties. I've played a lot of deathmatch, but I don't know. I feel like deathmatch can be a little slow at time, and I spend so much time just running around the map trying to find people that it just kind of gets annoying. So I've been sticking with a lot of the objective game types like domination, that kind of thing, where the battles are a little more focused. But anyway, this is, I don't know, one of the games I had over the first couple days of playing. And this was kind of the phase I was in with sticking with the AUG, which is a very good gun, and I kind of wanted to talk about that today. The AUG is probably the best, perhaps all-around assault rifle. I'm sure you can argue that in many different ways, but, you know, for my playstyle, if you guys know me, I like to strafe. I mean, I really like to have kind of a jack of all trades. I guess you could call me the LeBron of Call of Duty. I'm not saying I'm the best. There's definitely people that are out there better than me for sure. But I like to be able to do everything. You know, I don't want to be like a sniper and then suck at close range and mid range. You know, I like to stick with a pretty handy assault rifle or an SMG that has some fair range and accuracy. That way I can go from strafing to picking people off from far. So the AUG is a pretty good gun for an all-around experience. I have to say that out of all the assault rifles, it's probably the best at strafing. You might argue that the FAMAS is really good. The Galil is also very good. You know, they're all kind of good in their own way, but I feel all around the AUG is very, very steady from the hip. Like, for example, I just, killed that guy from the hip. My gun, barely moved. And you can just, unload the full clip and it'll be right on the money the whole time, which is really nice. I mean, it doesn't have as much damage as the Galil, but, it has a better rate of fire than the Galil, but a little bit less than the FAMAS. But I feel like it does maybe a little more damage than the FAMAS. So it's kind of like in between the FAMAS and the Galil in a way. And I always roll with the silencer. I find that I kind of shied away from this gun and went back to the Galil just because I liked aiming down the iron sights a little better in the Galil than this. And it just kind of helped me pick off people from a distance better than with the AUG. The AUG's kind of more of a close range gun than the Galil. But anyway, just something to keep in mind when you're going through the weapons that the AUG is pretty solid. In fact, I had a game last night where I picked it up and went 45-0. And 44 of those kills were with a gun and no kill streaks. So the AUG can be really nasty. That was with a red dot and dual mags is what I picked it up with. So whoever I got that from, thank you very much, sir. But yeah, any of these guns with any kind of a sight on them really increases their damage and accuracy. Having a silencer really decreases that, so you kind of have a trade-off of damage and range for just being silent. So if you are using a silencer a lot of time, you have to be smart in how you position yourself to really make it worth it. Otherwise, you're kind of taken away from yourself. So you have to keep that in mind when you're going through the guns. Hey, also touching on good old LeBron before, what happened to Miami Heat? They just fell apart. As good old Reggie Miller would say, there's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians on the team, which is a very good point. You can't have too many people going big on any one team. So LeBron and Wade really have to find their balance to make that work. Otherwise, it's going to be quite a disappointment, especially since they took some big pay cuts. And speaking of Chiefs and Indians, that comparison really works well with Call of Duty as well. For example, you cannot have too many people on a team that are going big, because only one person, maybe two, can actually go big in a match. Besides that, you're kind of all hurting yourself. For example, my good roommate here, Mr. G-Booze, who plays with me a lot, like we team off each other very, very well. You know, if one of us is trying to go big, somebody else usually covers, you know? Like when we play domination, I usually try to go big kill streaks. He plays defensively and captures, you know, and you have this great balance that works, you know, and the kill streaks he gets are very complementing to mine. So, you know, like he'll go 3-4-5, you know, or 3-5-7, that kind of thing. So it's like you'll get the smaller ones and build up, and then from there, then I can take over and complete the rest, you know? So you kind of get this whole spectrum, and then you can also very much work together. You know, after playing with a bunch of my friends and stuff, I find that a lot of people try to go big, and it's very conflicting, you know? When one person has a chopper up, it doesn't really work when there's, you know, 2 other people waiting to put choppers up and whatever. You kind of hurt each other in a way. So it's really important when you're playing with other people. You know, it's kind of hard, obviously, with randoms. But as much as you can control it, try to get people that complement your play style. You will have a way better time playing this game and get way better scores as a team if you find that balance and find people that really complement you. You know what I mean? Like if you like to play defensively, find someone who's a yahoo and likes to run around or likes to snipe or whatever. And you know, and over time you'll find a complementing group where you can actually go into objective games and, you know, run as a team and communicate well, and you'll know each other's play styles. So anyway, something to keep in mind. You know, be a chief or be an Indian, but you can't be both. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will be back soon. Take it easy.